Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It's Montalvo time. Woo! It's Montalvo in the morning. It's March 10th, 2020, and you're listening to a man that's more fun than Parcheesi. You're listening to Montalvo in the morning. Let's get right to the nitty gritty, right? Let's see. Biting Biden's dog. Yeah, he likes to bite. He's being used for all the journalists that want to ask Zombie Biden anything. They just have his bloodthirsty dog right there with like a piece of human zombie meat in his mouth. He's like, you better not ask Zombie Biden any questions because he'll release the hounds. Just like Mr. Burns. But Mr. Burns is way cooler than Zombie Joe Biden. Joe Biden's a pedophile and an idiot to boot. So let's see, Biden's German. That's the key word right there. Biden's German Shepherd. Biden's German Shepherd has an aggressive incident. Biden's German Shepherd. Yeah, that's right. He's got a Nazi for a dog. Biden's German Shepherd. Let's see, Biden's dogs will return to the White House. That's right. They're going to return to the White House because they're going to bite journalists. They're going to bite journalists in the ass. They're going to bite journalists in the ass. I wish I had a couple of rabid dogs in my studio, actually, that I could just release so that they could, like, bite people to death also. That'd be great. You're listening to Montalvo in the morning. Montalvo in the morning. Montalvo in the morning. Dog days of Biden. Dog days of Biden. Sorry for the extracurricular activity in the background. Dog days for Biden, a presidential pet. No, he isn't. He's a killer. He's a mauler. He's there for journalists to bite them in the bungholio. So Biden's dog, they should call him Biden, right? Because he's Biden's dog, so he's biting. He's biting people in the ass. Now, they're rolling out new COVID regulations, right? New COVID regulations. They're saying that people are finally going to get to go back to baseball games and eating hot dogs and drinking beer. But it's only going to be 25%. It says here Dodger Stadium could sell 11,200 seats at 20% capacity. I'm sorry. That's not opening up anything. That's the same old communist restrictions. And there you see, the communists come in and what do they attack? They're attacking you, the American people. They're attacking your baseball game. They're attacking America's pastime. They're attacking America. Okay, they're attacking America. It's plain to see their hatred for America that they even go after friggin' baseball games. So yesterday I mentioned Looney Tunes are on the chopping block because the libtard liberals don't like anybody being more loony than them. So obviously they're going after the Looney Tunes. They're going after Peter Pan for having an Indian. They're going after all this crap. It's part of the COVID cancel culture because COVID's going to come in and like a big Mandela effect, just going to erase everything and erase your mind and turn you into a communist overnight. You know, it's funny that they go after these cartoons why don't they go after this cartoon I just heard about this morning about a character with a very long penis. These are liberal cartoons that they approve. They approve of cartoons that have big old long freaking ding-dongs. He's like an elephant grabbing things with it, drinking a beer with it. He'll go like, pick up the beer, you know what I'm saying? Like the cartoon character will drink a beer with his penis. That's the kind of cartoons that the libtoids agree that your child should watch. Wow. Wow. So, just wow. CDC releases new COVID guidelines for fully vaccinated people. Okay, if you're vaccinated, then you should be fine, right? You stupid idiot. No, you're not going to be fine. Your left ball is going to grow bigger than the right ball, and then your left foot is going to be bigger than the right foot. You're going to get mutated. They put something bad in there to kill you. Vaccines are not good. Vaccines are bad. Vaccines are made by Nazis. Nazis. I can't see a Nazi. That means that Nazis are part of the occult. They're hidden. Comprendi? It's all words. It's all words, man. It's all words. Once you figure out it's all words, it's like a secret friggin' language. It's just the whole world's gonna open up to you. The real world. All right, not the reality TV real world. I'm talking about the real world. Once you see symbols, and the hidden meaning behind words and symbols, a whole world is going to open up for you. A whole new world. A new fantastic point of view. I can see how they want to enslave me and put me in a guillotine for speaking truth to you. That's right. All right, so put that in your taco and smoke it, Disney. Let's see, Drudge, which what I call the fake news. You know, Drudge is owned by CNN. So if you go to Drudge now, it's owned by CNN. So you're reading CNN news. So that's why every time I go to Drudge, I say it's fake news. Look at this fucking imbecile, Joe Biden. He thinks he's cool because he's wearing the They Live sunglasses. No, he's not wearing the They Live sunglasses. Biden is They Live. And if you want to buy some They Live sunglasses, contact me, Bruce Montalvo. You go to Montalvo store, my Facebook page, and say, hey, Bruce, I want some They Live sunglasses. I want to be able to see the zombies like you do. And I'll sell them to you for $5.99, $5.95. 500 payments of $5.95. No, I'm just kidding. If I had enough They Live sunglasses to give all of you, I'd distribute them all to you so that we can defeat the New World Order lizard people. So here's one of them now. This one doesn't have a brain. It's like, a cat went in there and popped the brain right out of this lizard person's brain. He's not a person, he's a lizard. Joe Biden, 50 days, set for win. What win? What win? Yeah, set for the communists to keep winning. I want to thank everybody that jumped on over my Facebook page after I went live. And I went live to show everybody that there was a giant freaking snake out there. People were telling me what kind of snake it was. It was actually a nasty Pelosi. It was a nasty Pelosi snake. So thank you for letting me know that. I know they're highly venomous. Thank you out there for identifying what snake was out there in my yard, and be extra careful. I went and I got some freaking reptilian repellent. We should be good. Let's see here. So, you know what's going to happen, right? They're getting ready with all this chaos at the border, they're getting ready for a 9/11 terrorist-style attack, false flag attack. It's going to be perpetrated by the Biden administration. Not Biden, because he's not even there. The Biden administration, the communist, North Korea-like Biden administration is going to stage another Reichstag based off of the New York one. And then they're going to do the stock market crash. So this is what you got going for you. You got sky-high gas prices thanks to this zombie guy, Joe Biden's administration. Then you got a stock market crash right around the corner. And then you probably got a little 9/11. You want a little 9/11? A little 9/11 for you? Oh, the first one wasn't good enough? Well, what do you think's going to happen when they're letting in Sabab Husseini and Speedy Gonzalez and all these people that hate your country? Speedy Gonzalez loves your country. You need to defend Speedy Gonzalez. He is the picture-perfect image of machismo. Ándale, epa, ándale. Little border-hopping son of a bitch. Yeah, I love that freaking rat, man. It's like a slap in the face to Latinos. You taking away our Speedy Gonzalez, you're going to take away the Tapatio man next? I got a big middle finger of liberty for you right here. So, going back to the nitty-gritty. Stock market crash. Another 9/11. And those are the big. Oh, and you know you won't be able to go anywhere, so they're gonna quarantine you even more via the gasoline prices. So isn't that crazy? Remember when gasoline prices were like, cool when Trump was in? You see, that's the mark of a good president or a good manager of Burger King is how the gas prices look. What are the prices at the pump? And they were never outrageous during the Trump administration. And you would think, oh, well, he's a Republican. Aren't they a bunch of like oil freaking tycoons and stuff? No, it seems like the Democrats are the old money, real old money, the racist old money, the South's old money, the ones that didn't want to end slavery. Okay, if there's anybody that should be paying reparations, it's the slave-owning Democrats. But then they want to act like, oh no, we're at the forefront of stopping racism. No, you're not. You're using ism, ISM, putting it on everything you do and making people grovel and bow down to their knees and giving people ultimatums and burning people's freaking houses down. That's what the Democrats did. And let me tell you, at the end of the day, Republicans could go suck eggs also. Every political party can go suck eggs because they're a bipartisan big government establishment. That's right, they're bi. They're like bisexuals. They'll do anything. So the two of them combined are in bed together, fucking and sucking, and they're like Swamp Thing, man. That's right. That's me being like that cockroach, Tony Montana. Let's see here. Blah, blah, blah. COINTELPRO people I don't want to talk about. What else? What else is going on here? Let's see. Fauci struggles to explain why vaccinated Americans shouldn't travel. Yeah, because he's an idiot. And what's he going to tell you next? To put on a mask made out of bologna? Yeah, a big bologna carton. They should put that on him because anything Dr. Fauci says is a bunch of baloney. He only puts the mask on for the cameras. He's a piece of shit. He's like Bela Lugosi in The Bat. You know that movie, The Bat, where Bela Lugosi's like geoengineering? He's like, making these bats in a lab. He's engineering these bats, to like be like as big as like me pretty much. And they go out and they kill his enemies. Well, that's what they're doing. They're using a bat. This coronavirus bat, just going around shitting on everybody. There's symbols for the elements, and the symbol that represents fake or things that are false is the bat. What do you think of that? Yeah. Some more symbol knowledge for you from the great Bruce Montalvo. I wrote a book about that stuff. Language of Symbols. You can buy it on Kindle. Language of Symbols book, Bruce Montalvo. Co-author Jordan Maxwell. Tons of great stuff. I'm gonna polish up the book a little bit more so that it's like the greatest book you've ever read. That's right, the greatest book. I know there are people, I read the Bible. Well, my book's gonna be better than the Bible because the Bible doesn't tell you how to open your mind and really see. Okay, at the end of the day, it's just written by a bunch of guys, and it's all a bunch of sun worship. So don't you feel like a savage? Yeah, that's right. Let's see here. Let's see. Hospitals close to collapse. Really? Have you been to hospitals, lately? You see, it's all fine. It's like COVID never happened. For like months. There's they just don't allow people in the hospitals anymore. Like, oh, no. We don't want you to see us dancing on TikTok and see how nobody's dying. The only people that are dying are people that are being executed by the government in like underground dregs that the government has. And then they're boosting up those probably homeless people. Government goes and wrangles up homeless people. This is probably going on in New York. This is what Cuomo did. But no, shh. They go around, they grab the homeless people, they execute them. That's what Cuomo did. And then they use that to boost the numbers. Oh, yeah, these are how many people died of COVID. Meanwhile, you don't know that person, that hobo, is just sitting there like with some money allocated to him that they never know about, never use, and Social Security, all that stuff. So once they whack enough of these undesirables, hobos, skid rows, whatever, then they send you your communist check, which in turn is going to collapse the United States. That's what's going to cause a stock market crash. This $1 trillion COVID bill that helps the Democrats get everything they want. It doesn't help you. It helps, more illegal immigration. It helps shitty liberal artists put out more agitprop. It helps all sorts of liberal libtoid Looney Tune causes. None of them which help you, the normal person. And then they're going to steal a whole bunch of that money to boot, the Democrats. So as soon as that bill goes in, I'm looking at my crystal ball here. I see a stock market crash. It's got to happen under this dumbass idiot Joe Biden. You know why? Because I seem to remember the last guy, Donald Trump, said that if this guy gets in, the stock market's going to crash. So if you don't believe me, you probably believe Donald Trump, right? Right? Even though, he said there was going to be a wall, and I still don't see a wall. I'm in Arizona. I don't see any wall. There should be a wall. As long as he was in, there should have been a wall. First of all, there should have been a wall all over California so that California doesn't bother anybody else. And they only allow me to go watch the Dodger game, and then they let me back into this paradise known as Arizona. So he should have done that. He should have put a wall around California. But seriously, there should be a wall from sea to shining sea. And up on Canada, too. And around the sides. And a bunch of military on the border, because that's where they belong. They don't belong in Afghanistan. They don't belong in Iraq. They belong around the border. Or they should just send Hillary Swank to the border, because I saw this movie. She killed 80 Mexicans with one clip. She was like, 80 Mexicans. They should send Hillary Swank to the border, like in that movie where she's fighting in LA, fighting the Mexican gangs and protecting hobos and stuff. So they should send her to the border. Or Rambo, because in the new Rambo, he was mowing down freaking illegals, right? He's like, listen to me. Oh, that's Arnold. He's like, I'm going to give you a war you won't believe. Illegal bastards. That's right. And you know what they're doing? They actually have the Border Patrol picking up illegals and dropping them off in your little town. So you better watch out they don't sneak in through your back door and go pick a sandwich and a beer out of your freezer while you're not looking. Okay, that you're at war. You're at war with Mexico and all the illegals that are coming through Mexico, and this Biden administration is at war with you. So you're constantly at war. It's war all the time. So what else is in the fake news? Oh man, so much crap here. Trump, send money to me, not to RNC. Yeah, because you trust the Republican rhinos to give him sufficient campaign money. They're trying to bury Trump. But look, if I'm looking at the trends, it's looking like Trump eventually will come back. I think, right? Don't quote me on that, but just the political atmosphere is looking like Trump could come back, because people are going to get just as sick as they already are of COVID. They're going to get even more sick of Biden. And then when the stock market crashes, and if there's a friggin' 9/11, you know what I'm saying? Well, the stock market is going to crash because they just told you Biden's going to pass $1 trillion bill. We don't have $1 trillion. That's going to melt the credit card of the United States. They're charging it so much, it's going to go, it's going to melt. So all that's going to happen. And, if the climate is being set to where Trump could easily make a return, but, it would have to be one of the big dumbass parties like the Republican Party. But at the end of the day, who cares, right? Because he instituted all this COVID crap under his administration. You got coronavirus, so what are you going to get if he comes back? Huh? And after that, you think it's going to get better? No, it's just going to keep getting worse, because you're ruled by the New World Order. It doesn't matter who the president is. The president is a front man, puppet, who's pulling the strings? The Jesuits, Jesuits are pulling the strings. Maybe interdimensional demons from Valhalla are pulling the strings and they're telling the Jesuits what to do. You know what I'm saying? You don't know. I don't know. Even the angels in heaven don't know. So, but if you do want to know, you go out and you do some research. Do some friggin' research for once. Well, stop leaving all the research, to somebody else. If you really want to know something, go and do the research your damn self. So, Pentagon to deploy long-range missiles in Asia. Biden preparing for shadow warfare. It seems that Israel and the United States, Israel has become an escort for the United States. Oh, an escort for the United States. Yeah, they're escorting United States bombers and stuff around. The whole Iran thing's going to pop off. Any minute now, there's going to be all hell breaking loose. Literally, you're going to go from, they already had World War III, or a soft version, so you're going to go straight to World War V. So under Biden, you're going to go straight to World War V. And all you border towns, brace for a bunch of illegals hitting you. War all the time, war on you, war everywhere. And the gas prices are sky high. And the news sucks ass, don't it? The news is like a Hertz donut. Hertz, don't it? Anyway, you want to check out Montalvo store? I got tons of Patriot apparel, hats, t-shirts, books, flags. If you want to get ready to freaking storm the Vatican or Area 51 in full camo freaking gear, I got what you need. We got military hats, all sorts of gear. Come and take it t-shirts, my own designs, Communism Kills t-shirt. Don't tread on me t-shirts, don't tread on me flags. We got it all. It's sure to make you look excelente. So that pretty much does it for this episode of Montalvo in the Morning. So that's right. They're going to raise your gas prices and they're going to nuke a whole bunch of other countries. And they're going to mess up the stock market, and there's probably going to be another 9/11 under Biden. Wow. Ain't I the bright ray of sunshine in the morning? Hey, just telling you the truth, telling you the facts, just the facts. This has been Bruce Montalvo. Sayonara.